Hello. Yeah, this video is not about languages. This is about a cult I joined online. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit because other cult people sometimes I think see my YouTube channel and are wondering about my experience. So, anyway, so I guess I'm going to try to explain it a little bit. And I think it's and I said I call it a cult because it really does. It feels a little bit like a cult, but at the same time, I think it's also the cult of common sense when it comes to glasses. So, um, yeah. So anyway, it's called Endmyopia. There's other people doing similar stuff, but Endmyopia is the biggest group, and that's the group that I formally joined on Facebook and who I'm exchanging messages with other people. What it's about is improving your eyes naturally without LASIK or any medicine or anything like that. Just basically using much better habits. So, spending more time outside, looking in the distance, and using the correct prescription for the activity that you're doing. So, basically, when you go to the eye doctor, they give you the best prescription possible to see in the distance. For me, my last prescription was in November, and they got me to 2015 vision. And so that basically that's a pretty strong lens to be putting in front of my eye, especially when I'm looking up close. It's it's a bit overkill. And my experience with glasses was whenever they corrected my vision to 2015, for the first week it was so nice, but after 1 week, literally, it would get a little more fuzzy. It wouldn't stay 2015, so that it's kind of like why bother? Don't do that. Just it would go to probably around 2020, and then would usually stay around 2020 for a while, and then usually after a year or two, I would maybe want to go get my eyes checked again to see if I wanted another increase or change my prescription so that I could see 2020 again or 2015, I guess. Yeah. So what they're saying is that by using these lenses that are too strong for your activities, it's causing your eyesight to get worse, particularly when you use those lenses up close. So using those distance lenses to use your computer, to or read books, to look at your cell phone, particularly when you're doing that for long periods of time, then over time it causes increased nearsightedness. What they also say is that by spending large amounts of time doing up close work, you get something called ciliary spasm, where the muscle in your eye that helps you focus up close has a spasm, which seems logical to me. Any muscle, I've had spasms in many muscles in my body, and I don't think the eye was meant to be used up close as much as we do it. Back when I was 13, I got into reading lots of books. I binged them just like people binge Netflix, and like staying up all night reading books. If the series was good, I didn't want to put it down, for example. And that caused a ciliary spasm in my eye to where I couldn't see in the distance quite so well. I had to get glasses, and then I eventually got contacts. And then once I was wearing contacts, then because I hated glasses, then it kind of went all downhill there because I was wearing the lenses all the time. I never took it off, or rarely took it off. Um, yeah, then I also had LASIK done, PRK and LASIK done when I was 23. Unfortunately, I did not have good results with that. Um, the 2020 vision that they corrected me to lasted literally 24 hours, and then I bounced back part way. So I did get some benefit in a sense out of it, but I also got all the side effects, floaters, dry eye, and you get some halos at night because the area of the cornea that they changed the refraction for is smaller than the pupil, and it dilates completely at night. So it's kind of weird. You can kind of see a sign clearly in a sense, but it's a little blurry outside that. It's a little weird. Um, I haven't that I had that effect initially, and actually ever since I started wearing glasses again after LASIK, I don't have that effect when I'm wearing glasses. So anyway, it's a little weird. Um, the dry eye and the floaters are terrible, especially the dry eye. That's absolutely the worst. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, at least not for a lifetime like I've been putting up with it. looking for solutions, having some mixed success, but no real good solutions so far. Always crossing fingers, hoping I can find a good solution. It varies, from day to day, from season to season. And so anyway, so I joined this group, Endmyopia, about 6 weeks ago, and I had a prescription in my left eye of -3 at the time and a -4.25 in my right eye. And I purchased some lower prescription lenses for my computer. They call that differential. And I actually purchased an additional lens for reading books or using my phone if I'm doing that up close, because I thought to myself, I don't want any more ciliary spasm. I won't want to strain. I want to use if I'm spending lots of time up close reading a book, let's mitigate that by using an even weaker pair of glasses. And I guess I could take my glasses off, but because my left and right eyes are different prescriptions, I only see up with my left eye essentially. It's not the best experience, so I prefer glasses for that. If my eyes start getting better, that could change. Of course, I hope it changes, but that's kind of where I'm at. When I first started doing this, I'm noticing, just like if I get a new glasses prescription from the optometrist within a week, the 2015 vision it lasts about a week for me, and then it hits 2020 or something, it changes. I'm seeing results, like stuff similar to that, by going the opposite way really fast. So I am getting some really fast results, which I understand is normal for the first 90 days. But after 90 days, the progress slows down a whole lot. So I'm actually noticing, at first I was noticing changes within every 3 to 4 days. And so I have my computer lenses, my reading lenses. I have not changed those. Oh wait, I did change those. Initially, I have a little bit of astigmatism in my eyes that they introduced a few years ago. It's not too bad, but it's a 0.75. So it's not too bad, but it's there. And so I took that out, which unfortunately, that was a bit harder to get used to than I was expecting. At least for using the computer, which is like doing my job. I took that out about 2 weeks ago, and that caused a little bit of a problem. I ordered some new glasses online, and they haven't arrived yet. So I've just kind of been struggling with these, and I've actually gotten used to them, used to the astigmatism being removed for the computer glasses. That's working out pretty well. Astigmatism is a monster. The less astigmatism you have, the better. Myopia or nearsightedness stinks too. The less of that, the better. But astigmatism seems to be even worse if it gets to depending how much it progresses. Anyway, so I'm actually very happy with my progress. I have a Snellen chart on the wall, and I look at it, and it's getting clearer all the time. Without my glasses, I will say, the eye strain, I've seen improvement, but it's not like I'm going to walk around without glasses. I do see definitely have some clear flashes, and just looking the distance. When I first started doing this, that caused my eyes started tearing up. It was crazy. It was like, I couldn't get myself to focus more than 20 feet away at all. Except maybe on the biggest objects, like a building or a billboard or a mountain or something, just something huge. Anyway, and that got better. Seems like every week or so I got a little better, and then after about a month, it seems like it's probably maxed out. I don't know. I guess my 90 days are not up yet, so maybe I'll keep seeing improvements there. But I mostly spend my time wearing the computer glasses. It's important for me to see my computer pretty well, and the computer glasses seem to let me see in the distance good enough, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, it would be nice if I could measure my eyesight, of course, to say, look, this is my progress, but it's unfortunately measuring my eyesight myself is a little funky. You can do it, but it's not the best. And so what my plan to do after I've done this for about 6 months is to just go see an optometrist. I think with the beginner gains you get in the first 90 days and maybe three more months, there should be enough of a difference that an optometrist can measure it, I think. So, so I want to go get my eyes checked out in about 6 months, and so I'll have an idea of my progress. After the 90 days, my understanding is that the progress that you get is about 0.75 diopters per year. So it's about every 3 to 4 months you would see a diopter increase, which is not bad at all, but it's slow. Of course, depending on your prescription, if you're trying to get back to not needing glasses, then that could be several years, for sure. And of course, that's assuming that you're doing all the things all the time. I'm sure a lot of people, like, life gets in the way and they start spending a whole lot of time not inside, not going outside, for example, and then you're not going to get any progress. Not going to happen if you're not doing all the things. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm kind of skeptical about this. I absolutely do. I'm happy with the progress I've made so far, and I do expect to make improvements, but it would not surprise me if it plateaued at some point and then just that was it. But I'd like to see where it goes. So I'm very curious about that. And I know when I was a kid, I hated glasses so much, which is why I ended up getting the LASIK. I kind of feel like I owe it to myself to give this a shot, see what happens. And it would be very cool. It would not be the life-changing thing if 20-year-old Paul was able to get rid of glasses. That would have been, I would have been like super elated. That would have made my year. Now it would be very nice, but it's like I don't know. It would be nice, but whatever. Other things would be nice too. And anyway, so I will post an update again. If I have anything more to update, I expect I won't until I see an optometrist to get my eyes checked. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.